Hey everybody on YouTube there, how you doing out there? If you would for me, please like, comment, subscribe on the channel. I'm definitely going to be putting out more movie reviews. So, it's a little late. I'm recording, but so the movie I'm talking about right now is American Fiction. This is a satire, written and directed by filmmaker Cord Jefferson. I actually looked at some stuff that he did before this, and this looks like the actual first movie he really did. He mostly worked in television shows, did a lot of shows I never really heard of. So this is my first introduction, and probably your first introduction also to Cord Jefferson. So this movie has a nice sized cast in it. Uh, you have Jeffrey Wright, who plays uh, this novelist. He goes by the name of Thessalonius Monk Ellis. So he he's basically this author, and he has trouble publishing a book. And this has other big actors in too. You got Tracee Ellis Ross is in here, Issa Rae, who actually plays like another black author that published her book, and because the industry basically tells them you need to publish black books, um, in which Jeffrey Wright tells his publisher, um, that he's like, well, I'm black and I write books, and he's like, well, not those types of black books. You think I think you know what I'm talking about. This is agent, his literary agent. So I'm sorry I didn't go down the rest of the cast. So yeah, you got Jeffrey Wright, you have Issa Rae, Sterling K. Brown, who plays Jeffrey Wright's character's brother. Tracee Ellis Ross is in here. So, and also Keith David is in here too. So basically, so yeah, like I said, this entire movie, you'll really enjoy it if you go in realizing it's a satire. There's some over the top stuff in here, and you have characters that basically talk about these issues, uh, some really serious issues. So if you didn't catch it from the trailer, this basically is a movie uh, about race, particularly black people, and how we're portrayed in media, like books, movies, music, everything of that sense. So like you have yeah, so it's like the whole thing is about the publishing industry is not satisfied because Monk, they call him Monk in here. So Monk is basically trying to write. He's been trying to get published for a long time. He's never none of his. They say his books are good, but they don't sell. So the only way he sells is basically the exploitation of black people in his books. So he basically writes like this book with like the worst like black stereotypes, and the publishing industry gives him like this, he gets this ludicrous, outrageous deal and stuff like that. So whereas when he was writing his other books, uh, he wasn't making anything off of that. People didn't want those books. So, and so once he does that, he almost feels he pretty much feels bad. Like he feels horrible. He's like, look, man, I didn't want this published. This is not what I wanted. So he has to not only sell the book based off those merits, but he has to also sell the image that he's gone through this stuff, that he's lived that life. Um, although although what you say is his character is like the whitest like black guy you could run into. So honestly, I really like this movie. Um, I I've been wanting to see this for a while, and I kept passing it. But honestly, it's really worth it. It's really worth the watch, and I just think it's really important because I've had these conversations with some people. You know, this is for like people who are upset that they're portraying more people of color, like more black people in media, because I think what this is showing is how more content the public eye is with seeing black people portrayed in a certain way. Um, they even have a joke on here when he's watching television, and you got to watch it. I'm not going to ruin it if you haven't seen this, but uh, there's a joke on here where it just flips to all these different black movies, but it's pretty funny, but it's very true because there was a time period. A lot of younger people, especially, they don't remember, but there was a time period where there was nothing but black people being portrayed in like as gangsters, slaves, or unintelligent. And this movie satirizes that in a way to where it's speaking a lot of truth. If you really look at it. Of course, the cast is amazing. It took me a while to figure out who that girl was. Erica Alexander plays the love interest for um, uh, plays the love interest for Jeffrey Wright. Wow, I forgot his name. Jeffrey Wright. So she basically plays his love interest in here, uh, which and then you get Sterling K. Brown basically plays like his gay brother in the movie, and I thought they all brought really good performances. You learn about you not only learn about this too. You learn about his family. You learn about Jeffrey Wright's entire family. And how they have their issues and how they've dealt with them throughout the years. Because there's like if you watch this movie, there was a lot of tragedy in his character's life, just a bunch of tragedy, and it just doesn't seem to it seems to always pop on him at the wrong times. But I really did enjoy how it showed that. I thought the dialogue in this movie was amazing. Uh, it's got some, like I said, it's got some absurd humor to it, and you'll see it when you watch the movie too. Especially again the way they play on like the black stereotypes and how they put them in the movie and stuff like that. And it's not done in a way. I don't think it's done in a way to where it's like too obvious. It still weaves into the story and it's smooth, transitional, and it actually makes sense. So I actually did like that as well too. Um, yeah, I just think this is no, this is definitely a really good one. I think you should check out. It just has a really nice message to it, and I'm usually not the type to like message movies like that, but um, I think the way this one was done, though, it was done in a really kind of over exaggerated way. I know people are going to look at it and go like, "Oh man, there's no way people act like that." Come on, and what they don't understand is it's a satire. Um, it's a satire that speaks on something that's been uh, prominent, like I said, in media for a while. You know, again, people were used to seeing black people as a certain thing in media and movies and everything like that. And now that they're expanding out and trying to do something other than be that thing that they've been portrayed as being portrayed around the world as, it's been problematic. People have been voicing their opinions about it, whether negative or positive. So no, this movie definitely covers that, and I appreciate that it does do that. uh so, and like, even and it shows in the trailer too, like, he starts to write like my pathology, and then he deletes that word and he's like my pathology. That was kind of funny. uh and then the title changes. Even the ending was kind of interesting too, so I'm not going to ruin that. I'll let you guys experience that if you decide to watch this. But no, this is a very good one. um I I see why this was like nominated at film festivals. This is definitely worth a watch. I'm going to give this one a high recommend. So yeah, again, that is a high recommend on American Fiction. Just all around, just good cast, really good characters, a really good message also. So, and then again, I really like when satire is this subtle, but it's still kind of over the top at the same time. And this movie does balance that very well. Hats off to Cord Jefferson. This was a phenomenal film. And again, like I said, I'm gonna give this one a very high recommend. I like to say high recommend for me. Definitely check this one out. It's free on Amazon Prime if you have a Prime account or subscription or whatever. And that's pretty much it for my review. So if you've seen it, tell me what you thought about it in the comment section. Again, subscribe to the channel. I'll try to be, like I said, more consistent with these reviews. I do have a couple other reviews coming out too, so definitely stick around for those. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Where's my camera? Okay, peace.